So casual morning for you today,
Morning.
right?
Yes.
Nothing changed. Nothing. Do you feel lighter?
I do feel lighter. It's been a long process. You know, we've been keeping this secret me as an individual for over a year,
Yeah.
and as a cast, I think the cast completely knew about 3 weeks before we shot the episode. So for them, it's about a year. You know, so me, it's like a year and 3 months. Them, it's about a year.
So you even had to keep it from your fellow cast members
Everyone
for a
else,
while.
yeah, because they weren't sure exactly what they were going to do. Scott Scott Gimple approached myself and Steven and said, "We think it's going to happen at the end of season 6 or at the beginning of season 7. We're figuring out how we want to break up the story." I'm sure what they were deciding whether it was going to be a 90-minute finale
Yeah.
or a 90-minute opener or a thing, and and trying to break up the way they wanted to tell the story and what would be the most impact. Could they keep the secret that long? Well, there was a lot of stuff in play, to see how they wanted to do it and figure out the best way to do it. So we were told that it was, which is rare. We were told
Yeah.
that the possibility of it existed. We knew it was going to happen, but we just didn't know exactly when, and we were asked to keep it quiet until they figured out exactly when they wanted to do it.
Was that almost like worse for you, knowing like it could happen maybe now, maybe later, but like keep it to yourself?
Yeah. No, the timing of that didn't really matter so
Yeah.
far as the specifics of how we handled it. It just mattered so far as how planning the rest of your life.
No big deal.
It's,
Just the
well,
rest
it's
of
sort
your
of like,
life.
well, it's gonna,
Yeah,
like
of
how are you
course.
gonna, what's the next step gonna be so far as work? What's the
Yeah.
next step gonna be so far as moving on from the show? Is it gonna happen, come, January of that year, or are you gonna have to wait another
Yeah.
year before? So it was a big deal.
And at least you had like that burden to share with Steven.
Yes.
Right? You two could like
Yeah.
turn to each other.
We shared with us and our significant others, and that was about it.
So you were allowed to tell your wife. Or
Probably theoretically, like on paper,
Yeah.
legally, no, but there's no way. Like,
spousal privilege,
well,
right?
honey, why are you home? Can't tell you. I mean, that doesn't, there's no logic to that. So people in the immediate circle knew.
So other family members as well?
No other family members. My kids didn't even find out till probably 4 months ago.
Oh, okay. So they at least knew for like a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the ultimate tool to like lord over them too, right? Be like,
Ish.
do your homework and I'll tell you.
Yeah, no, do your
who
homework. Well, if you don't do your homework, they will kill me. They will kill me. They told me that if you're not doing well in school, they'll let me go. No.
Are they fans of the show?
They are, and they're in college, so they can actually do whatever they want. So
Oh, no.
their
Oh, okay.
homework.
Never mind, guys.
I
Don't do your
have-
homework. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna do what they're gonna do anyway. So.
How'd they react when they found out?
It was interesting because I came home and it was the week I was going to tell them was when they'd come back for summer. And I spoke with my wife and I said, we'll let them know when they get back. I didn't want them to have to process it when they weren't home and then maybe slip up and tell their friends, but
Yeah.
at school, or I wanted them to be home and be able to look them in the eye and explain, what was going to happen and how important it was to keep the secret, like really important, like
Of course.
really. And I came home and the prop department had given me, they got another copy of the knife that I wear on the show, and they gave me a couple boxes of cigars. And so I show up and I showed my wife. I said, "Oh, look what they got me!" And I put it up on the counter. And my son looks over and he's like, "Going away presents?"
Oh,
And I was like, he knew.
detective.
He knew. He just knew. He's like, "They don't do that. They don't. That's a bunch of money. That's a cool gift. They wouldn't do that unless you're going." So I said, "Actually, yeah, it was a going away present." So
Yeah.
it made it easy, and I made sure that they understood how important it was to not say anything, and they get it.
What's up, guys? I'm Giuliana Rancic, and you're watching the Live from the Red Carpet YouTube channel. Subscribe today, then be sure to check out our other Live from the Red Carpet videos right here.